Hi, I'm Kieran Norton, and welcome to the Kieran Norton channel on YouTube. I don't know what this means, but anyway, I see people do it, and yeah, it looks cool. I don't know. Anyway, confused clap because that was a weird start. So, when it comes to me, the big three of old school, like classic Australian comedians are Kevin Bloody Wilson, Rodney Rude, and Ostentatious. So, I've seen Kevin Bloody Wilson, and I've seen Ostentatious, where I get to. I think Rodney Rude's retired, so I missed him. I had an opportunity to see him. He used to play clubs in Penrith all the time. Didn't. Kicking myself, because he probably was the best out of the three. But anyway, I saw Ostentatious. He played at a pub in Dural, which is like 40 minutes away. It's a random pub, but from what I heard, he burns a lot of bridges. He's not the nicest guy. This is just what I heard. This hearsay, as they would say at Johnny Depp's trial against Amber Heard. Yeah, he burns a lot of bridges, so he performs at random places. So Dural is like 40 minutes from my place, 42 minutes. It's like a posh area. I'm driving there. And I get to the venue, the car park's tiny, there's no car spots. So I got to drive around the streets. And the streets don't make sense. What is it about like rich suburbs and roads not making sense? You know, is it like just to confuse the non-locals because they don't want non-locals? You know, they don't want the riffraff there. You know, like you get these rich people there. You're from Western Sydney. I'm like, yeah, I am from Western Sydney. And at least our roads fucking make sense, you know. But anyway, I get there. But I bought my tickets ages ago, like a couple of weeks in advance. Originally my dad was going to go, but my dad didn't go, which is kind of good because I heard mixed reviews. I know someone who saw Ostentatious do a stand-up set, and after 40 minutes he goes, alright, this is the intermission. A man's going to come on and do Eddie Murphy impersonations. Then I'm going to come back on. And he never came back on. No person came doing Eddie Murphy impersonations, which I kind of find funny. So there was a chance that this show is going to be a train wreck. And for me, that's great. I kind of want to see a train wreck. But like my dad's normal. He's a normal person. So he spends money and he wants to see a proper show. So yeah. Put out. To be fair, Ostentatious to do a proper show. So, yeah. So I pre-booked my ticket. Then I got this weird phone call from the venue. And they'd be like, "Oh, hey, Kieran, we see you only bought one ticket. Are you meeting up with anyone else? Do you know anyone who bought tickets separately?" And I went, "No, just me." And I went, "Oh, okay, just one." And I went, "Yeah." Anyway, he was polite, but it was weird. I get to the venue, and it's all like group tables and stuff, and that's why it was hoping there'd be more, because like the tables were all big. It was just like be weird if one person by myself at this massive table. So the guy goes, "Oh, you can maybe choose where you want to sit. You can sit near the bar if you want." I went, "Yeah, I'll sit near the bar." So there was this random seat near the bar, which is good because I didn't have to walk far to get my drinks. But it was annoying because whenever the staff walked past, it was kind of in my way. I made a mistake of when I got to the counter, the woman goes, "Do you want a menu?" I ate before I came, I wasn't hungry, but I said yes. So I had this menu in the table in front of me. I didn't order any food. And it kind of made me look like I was a povo who read the menu and didn't want to pay the prices for the food. The prices of the food were reasonable. They were like, anyway. And even if it weren't, it's a rich area, so what do you expect? But anyway, I wasn't hungry. I did get a couple of drinks because I wanted to give money back to the venue. But it was a weird venue. Like I have mixed feelings about eating during comedy shows. There are some rooms that do it well. Like I do a room in Wyong does it well, Bat and Ball do it well. But then other rooms like this does not do it well. It's a loud, echoey room. All you hear is like the intended like knife and forks hitting the plate, kind of like that Saturday Night Live sketch where the parents, the family eating dinner. I think Sarah Michelle Gellar was the guest, but anyway, And the support act was a guy singing cover songs, which is weird for a comedy show to have a person singing like Wonderwall. Then coming by Ostentatious came on. He brought on the guy, the lawyer, who there was a little TV show called Rake. And apparently, this lawyer is who that show's based on, and he was doing comedy for like the first time. So he wasn't bad. He had a few good stuff, but he was reading off a piece of paper. He was very green. So this guy should be at an open mic. I don't know why he got a spot. Ostentatious. I don't know. I'm not saying anything, but maybe some comedians do like having a crappier support act to make them look better. I'm not saying Ostentatious did that, but it was kind of weird having such a green, not even comedian yet. He hasn't he has potential, but just this person reading off a thing, and the room gave him nothing. Like he bombed, but the room was not good to him. Like in maybe a better room, he would have had a better set. So then he went off and Ostentatious came on. Ostentatious, he had a spoken word track which went to #1 on the charts, and it's just him saying all these Australian phrases in the sentence, like a lot of wordplay, a lot of puns. It was actually written by the 12th Man, Billy Birmingham. But it was good. I grew up on it, and he did it. He did it in full because a woman in the crowd wanted to hear it. He was only going to do it in bits, but wanted to make it happen. But anyway, he came on, and this is like the most old school comedy show ever. It's like no PC. He was doing like stereotypical borderline, not even borderline, stereotypical racist accents. He was using racist words and homophobic words. Just a very old school comedy, you know. And he's mastered this over 40 years. I mean, it was good, very offensive, but they were jokes. It wasn't just like a random you see at an open mic night just saying random offensive stuff, you know. They were offensive, but they were jokes, which, you know, kind of make things alright. But it was it was almost like a study in comedy, like this old school offensive comedian. He was insulting the crowd. He's the type of comedian where who make audience members not want to sit in the front row. He was like, again, he was joking, but he was ripping apart these people. One woman almost left because he was just like ripping her apart so much. Classic fucking drunk that's yelling out random shit. Even his wife at the table was telling him to shut up. Ostentatious was like just insulting him. Like at first it was just jokes, and at the end of the night it was just like yelling insults at this guy. Because this guy was a fuckwit. He was drunk and just yelling shit out, interrupting jokes, interrupting crowd work, just with pointless shit. So yeah, I'm glad I went. But coming home, my GPS is weird. It was meant to be 40 minutes. The GPS took me a different way each time. I kind of knew how to get there, but I thought I'd follow the GPS, and GPS took me this weird way, and I'm like, I shouldn't be going this way. And going home, it just took me through all these bush roads. I was going down valleys. I don't know where the hell I was. I almost hit a kangaroo. Then like I was following the GPS, and it took me to a place where there was no satellite signals. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing, GPS? Why would it take me here? Why would it take me somewhere where you don't work? And you know, that's like me leading a fish out of water. You know, hey, goldfish, come with me. Let's get on this beach. And the fish is like, oh no, I'm dying. Why would he? What? Actually, no, it'd be like me leading a fish underwater and I drowned because the GPS was the one. Anyway, that's a weird sound. I'm tired, so it's late at night. I haven't had dinner yet. Well, I have, but I got hungry and to drive home. I was so tempted to pull over at a service station, but anyway, It's a public holiday tomorrow. Double demerit. I hate driving double demerits. One mistake, and you pretty much lost your license. So it was a lot of stress. I'm not the best driver to begin with. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is my story. Don't know if it really went anyway, but yeah, it was a good night. Hopefully Rodney Root comes out of retirement. Ostentatious. He was taking pot shots at relevant comedians as well, talking about how unfunny they are. I'm not going to say names or anything, but yeah, just ripping into modern thing. There's Carl Barron, I guess. He was not necessarily insulting Carl Barron, but he was insulting Carl Barron's fan base, saying they're idiots and they just laugh at pointless shit. I don't know if he's joking. He might be friends with Carl Barron. I don't know. But yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. It was an interesting show. Yeah, it was something straight out of the 80s. Thanks for watching. Kieran Dolan, out.